Okay, this is a video on how to make a Greek pot. It's going to look like this roughly when we're finished. A Greek pot has a neck, a body, and a foot. And it also has these arms, which we'll do later. But we're going to make it out of papier-mâché with a balloon on a base, the foot, as I said before, and we're going to have a neck, which is a piece of paper like this that is stapled together. I will give you the all of the parts that you need if you're going to make this at home. So on Sunday you can pick that up. Okay, that's how it's going to start. I would like to show you how to tear the newspaper. I've already torn some here, but you take the newspaper like this, you start at the fold, and you just make strips. If you'll know you're doing it the right way if it tears in long strips like this. It doesn't tear as well if you try to go sideways. So start at the fold and tear pretty thin strips, and you'll want to tear these in half probably. All right, now I want to show you how to make the paste. I have a little. You want to pour in maybe a half a cup of water, and then do about the same amount of flour. And stir it up. If you have a whisk, that works well, or a fork. All I have right now at church is a spoon. But you're going to stir it up until it looks about like pancake batter. But honestly, the consistency doesn't make a lot of difference. If you put a tad bit of salt in it, it keeps it from spoiling. Probably you're not going to have enough to spoil anyway. Okay, so that's what that looks like. You see? All right. So I'm going to be most careful about putting my pieces across the neck and the body and the body and the feet. You can just smooth it out like this, or you can just drag it over the edge of your container and just smooth it out all the way around. We're going to go one hole. We're going to cover the whole surface of this before we stop. And when the whole surface is covered, like this one, then you can let it dry, and then you can come back and do another coat, another layer. It's probably take 3 or 4 layers before you're done. And we'll wait till we're all done before we do the handles. The handles will be made with pipe cleaners and paper around it. But we're not there yet. Okay, so I'm going to cover this whole thing and make sure that it's all wet. If you have some that's partly dry, it isn't going to stick, is it? And smooth it all out so it isn't bumpy. Okay. Do you want to know what happens to the balloon? The balloon will just kind of shrink all by itself. So you don't even need to do any worry about that. By the time you're done with all of the layers, the balloon is going to be all shriveled up on the inside and we can just dump it out. You know, the balloons don't last that long. Okay, so you just dip it in. Kat, did I leave anything out?
I don't think so. Everybody's ready for paper mache.
Okay, thank you very much.